Preseason is all over for the Chicago Bears. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about what's the most important things the Chicago Bears must fix heading into the regular season. Give our thoughts on the overall preseason and talk about some of these cuts that's already came down. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it all down, but you gotta hit the music first. Ben Johnson on the intro coming soon.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. Hey, I'm Bobby, joined by Cdubb. No drip today. He got to take a little rest. Y'all already know, so we going to keep this thing coming anyway. Cdubb, man, preseason, it's over. Now we ain't got to talk about a bunch of nonsense, even though tomorrow is Monday and all the nonsense that has transpired over this weekend, over the last few weeks is about to hit the market and make a lot of Bears fans upset. But we ain't going to start it off with that. We're going to start off about talking about what have you seen this preseason and you like before Monday night versus the Minnesota Vikings when the games absolutely matter, the Chicago Bears should fix what? What should they fix, C-Dub?
First of all, the defensive pressure from the defensive line was non-existent. Like, really, when it count, especially in that last game against the Kansas City Chiefs, first string offense, we had our first string defensive line in there. We really didn't sniff out Patrick Mahomes. I thought the linebacker play was a little below par, especially when it comes to tackling and running backs and those swing passes, getting all those extra yards. But we just got to hold to account that Tremaine Edmonds did not play that last game. So the number one thing is the defensive line pressure. We just couldn't get there. Not even Austin Booker, he couldn't even get there. Notice that I haven't said it.
Yeah.
I noticed that I ain't said nothing about my boy Montez Sweat. I thought this preseason he'll go and get about 3-4 sacks just to let the league know that he meant business this year. But he didn't really get he got a couple pressures, but he didn't get there. We on some almost shit like Austin Booker's first part of his career has been. So I definitely think we need to increase that pressure on the defensive line. Oh man, the cornerback, Nashawn Wright, he wasn't right neither. He wasn't right. That's too easy. He wasn't right. He was getting a lot of love and a lot of pub all throughout training camp and throughout the preseason. He really hasn't done much. It's a shame that we lost my guy. Looks like to season-ending injury. He's on injury reserve. Let's see if he has a chance to get back. But it looks like his season-ending injury. And he really was playing well.
He done, bro.
Yeah, he done.
So he's done.
We need Jalen Johnson back. Maybe that'll solidify the cornerback position. I ain't worried about the safeties as much. I'm just worried about the cornerback position. So my number, I only got like two main worries. The defensive line, cornerback play has been down too. So maybe that get fixed by Jalen Johnson. Maybe you pick somebody up in free agency if you Bears, or you coach him up. I don't know what to do, but the season is around the corner.
Yeah, Austin Booker, he also out, bro, for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I said he didn't play. He didn't play.
Yeah. So, but I think that like my first one wasn't the edge, but I think that I think that you need speed off the edge. I think the most important thing when it comes to pressure, I need some more pressure, bro. And I'm looking at Javon Dexter. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at the other guys, Chris Williams. I'm looking at Grady Jarrett. I'm looking at my edges, Montez Sweat and Deo. Like, bro, like for me, Deo, you matched up against a rookie left tackle. What we doing? And that's not to say the rookie can't come in and impact the game. That's not say he can't come and impact the game. But you didn't win. You didn't win matchups versus this young rookie. I feel like you were supposed to hit him with a welcome to the NFL moment. Now we can also, you know what I'm saying, include context and say Patrick Mahomes was just dishing that bitch quick as hell. Like we can have that. But when Mahomes was forced to hold the ball because the defensive backs was playing well to where he held the ball and had to escape a little bit, defensive line still didn't get there. And I'm looking at Dale, and look, I'm not saying to get off is slow, but he looked like a power rusher to me. I could be wrong once the season roll around, but he looked like a power rusher to me. And I'm not saying that's the end all be all to where you can't generate sacks or whatever, but I feel like off the edge, you need a little bit of burst. And the way that I'm visualizing is that you need speed off the edges to force the quarterback up, and then you are able to allow your interior defensive lineman to get home on certain plays. It just didn't look right to me. Cdubb, I seen Javon Dexter and Deo and Dingbo spin into the same gap.
Yeah.
They pretty much stonewalled themselves, held themselves back from executing. Now, I seen some plays to where Deo, you know what I'm saying, was able to, go off some stunts and, force Patrick Mahomes to, escape a little bit. But I'm just saying, the pass rush, it has my eyes. For me, I've been telling everybody the entire time, hey, I'm not against picking up other guys, but let's wait to see what we have. I've seen what we have. We need to be calling somebody.
Yeah.
We need to be calling somebody. That's just me, especially with Austin Booker now being out for a number of weeks, and we don't know how many weeks that's going to be. I think that you got to address that defensive line. And just real quick, I think before you just let me know how you feeling, I think penalties and timing with the offense needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe that. Now, one thing that they got right, they get to the line with plenty of time left to execute the plays, to execute the motions and stuff like that. But still, what's part of the operation is hiking the ball at the best time and not biting and shooting yourself in the foot. You know what I'm saying? And shooting yourself in the foot before the play even starts or when the play starts. Because it looked like the intentions at the start of the game, this last game versus the Chiefs, was let's try to establish the run. But the first play, boom, you take us 5 yards back. Yeah, we can run the ball, but it's second down now. You wasted it down off this fumble. And then we got pre-snap penalties by a young rookie and a tight end, Coastal Loveland. That's that's some more yards that's putting us behind the sticks. And then you seen once the guys kind of gather themselves, you see DeAndre Swift be able to come in there a little bit more and provide the juice that I was expecting in drive one. But it was too late by then.
Yeah. I'm right with you on that one. I was definitely going to go there. Those pre-snap penalties and bonehead mistakes the offense have made in the beginning of this game it really put a damper on all the excitement that the offense had. I think they came in with that and thought that they were going to do well right off the bat. And that's how quickly it can crash your confidence and your momentum as a team. But I just wanted to throw a question back to you. Even though Caleb came through with an 11 out of 15 game for 113 yards and a touchdown, I still think he threw a pretty okay game. That sack was unbecoming of a guy like him. We working on that. We learning not to take those type of sacks. But other than that, what do you think of Caleb Williams' day? Because I really didn't think it was as bad as a lot of fake fans are trying to picture it as. And then before you go to that, just let me get Tyson Bagent his props. He was absolutely fantastic.
He was
20 of 28, 212 yards, 3 touchdown passes. He did what he was supposed to do as a backup quarterback, and he's expected to go in and compete against starters if something happened to Caleb Williams. And he did a lot to soothe everybody's mind if that happens to happen throughout the season. He was very good. But I also think that Caleb Williams was good, minus a couple blunders. But I guess it's good that it can win in the preseason instead of regular season.
Show Steve-O, what up, boy?
What's good? What's good? What's up?
Hey,
what up, Steve-O?
Cdubb, just to answer the question, I think that Caleb had an okay day.
Yeah.
It was an okay day. I think that you got one thing that I'm going to give him credit for, He didn't bail so easily out of the pocket. We got to give him credit for that because we know that once it was starting collapsing, he was bailing easily. Like just at the little bit of the pressure, he was bailing, but he stood in there. But it was still an okay day. I wouldn't say it was good. It wasn't great. It was right in the middle. C. It was a C performance overall. You want to see him overcome the adversity. He did that, but it was like, hey, bro, your timing with snapping the ball, that's important because to start a game versus a championship team, that's why I want people to understand too. This is a championship team that has been to the championship. They was literally knocking on the door of a 3-peat last year. This is a championship team. We can still come out and critique our team, but understand that their operation is going to be a lot smoother than our operation. You want to see the Chicago Bears come out playing better, but it shows the measuring stick is the Chiefs are here, the Chicago Bears are down here, and they got a lot of work to do before they can get up to that echelon. But I think that Caleb was okay. He was okay. You got to get that timing right, and if it's not there, you got to let it go, bro. You see quarterbacks just chuck it over the receiver's head out of bounds all the time. Let her fight another down, bro. But Steve-O, what you think is the most important thing the Chicago Bears should fix heading into the regular season?
Yeah, D-line, easy. I've said it once. I mean, of course, you're not going to always have a team or a defensive line that you just feel comfortable sending forward all the time. But there still should be times where you can just send forward and get the job done. And the problem is, it's still the same defensive line problems that we seen last year. We're getting somewhat pressure, but they're damn near leaving a perfect pocket for wherever the quarterback we're going against to manipulate it. They can step up sideways, move around, stay in there if they want to. Somebody got to be a game record. And the fact that I don't know if we don't know this, Sweat ain't a game record. He's a 2. And if we don't have a game worker on that edge, especially looking at this division, everybody has a game worker on AD line but us.
Hey, Steve-O, I know where you're going with this. I'm going to just drop the droplet. Hey, I'm going to give him time. I'm going to give Montez Sweat a little time. But can we be fair? We understand he dealt with a little bit of injury last season. We understand it, right? But the best that we've seen out of Montez Sweat was that half of a season when he first joined us. Correct?
Correct.
That's the intro. Stay tuned for the outro. I'm going to give him some games.
This man says stay tuned for the
I'm going to give him some games. I ain't going to drop the F. I'm going to give him some games.
He ain't going to drop the bomb.
Yeah, the bomb is there. But I ain't going to drop it right now.
I'm not sure I'm ready to give him
that's what I'm saying.
A number 2, the number 2 designation type shit. Yeah. Let me get a couple games. I'm with you like that.
Did he really make himself the one in Washington though?
He was the best. I'll say he was the best pass rusher in Washington when he was there though. I think it was a consensus.
He also had speed on the opposite end of him.
And he had Jonathan.
That's what me and Cdubb was talking about. Steve, I was like, I feel like Deo is more of a power rusher to me, is what it seems like, instead of a speed rusher that allows, that forces the quarterback to step up. But that's just me early on.
That motherfucker play like a defensive tackle. That's all I got to say.
And I don't want no defensive tackle on the damn edge. This ain't fucking Reggie White. This ain't 1998. You can't beat damn near 280 on the edge no more.
Trying to chase down Patrick Mahomes like that. He looked ridiculous. I thought it was Billings. It was him.
Yeah. Hey, Billings was chasing his ass too.
I'm telling you. But hey, man, what are y'all? And Steve-O, we can start with you. What is your overall thoughts on the preseason? Like, how did you take in the preseason?
I would say operations you were still learning. Like you could tell, like they ain't everybody that's talked about this offense says it's not an easy offense to learn. Okay. It's gonna take a minute to learn. And I think we've seen that. We've seen when we real focus and we gun home on practice, we can have a game like that against the Bills. But if you don't consistently hone in on this playbook and get in sync with a lot of these plays, because a lot of these plays is about being in sync, having perfect pass windows, you being there where you need to be at the right time and shit like that. If you have missed timing in this offense, the whole offense will be ugly.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. So it just shows that it's gonna be some games early on where we gonna look shaky, but my it's also showing me that despite of, especially in those games after the first team get out, that's when he gets more comfortable as a coach. He styles in, he's running the ball, he's more calmer, he make plays, he's setting people up. I'm cool with it. So like, yeah, I think that's what I'm drawing from it. Like I said, also, you got to address this D line. It's not enough.
It definitely
Go,
isn't enough.
you got to go look at. You got to go be on the phone with somebody.
I agree.
How
And
you feel, man?
and possibly some DB too, because we heard on that side as well.
Yep.
I'm gonna agree with a lot with what Steve-O said. I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna put this on, and it's not just because I'm the homer of homers. I think we're a little bit further along than we've been the last 3 years, though. We're in better position than were in the last 3 years. You remember Justin and what we is trying to make that passing game work. We wasn't sure what Lukey Dookie can do, and we seen what he can do when the season started. Look at the same thing with Shane Waldron. We wasn't sure what if he can help Justin Fields. We didn't see it throughout the training camp. We didn't see it throughout the preseason. We didn't see a glimpse of things that it can be good. I just think this preseason we seen a glimpse that Caleb and Ben Johnson can work with his performance the game before. And actually his get back performance, that get back drive, like, Joe, we ain't going down like that. Let's go over here and get us one so we can go into the locker room and feel better about ourselves. So it feels better, bro. It feels better, but we're not perfect though, because that defensive line, ooh, if we don't get to quarterbacks, we go get chopped up. That's
That's just
just
the
gonna
name
make
of
the
the
team
game.
bad. It don't matter how good.
It's too many good quarterbacks.
Yeah,
Right.
and I think that like you want Dennis Allen to dial pressure with blitzes, but you can't do that like every play.
Yeah.
You will get ate up. Like if Dennis Allen would have just said, "Let me dial pressure like crazy" versus Patrick Mahomes, you're getting worked. You're gonna get worked. like you're gonna get worked. But overall, I think that the preseason was a good learning environment for everybody, just to temper the expectations a little bit, and at least in preseason. Now the expectation in the regular season is we need wins. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But within the preseason, you take things for what they are. You want to see who's going to stand out. You're going to want to look at the operation of things, because it's a lot of vanilla stuff. It's not going to be a lot of extensive work into the.
No, I'm talking to the chat.
So,
hit that like button. Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and hit that like button. But I think that the preseason, like when it comes to Caleb Williams, I think that he's trending in the right direction. And
Absolutely.
I think that simply because when you look at, can I get the ball out fast? He's shown a lot of that. Can he stay in the pocket to where he can possibly extend the play? Yes. We're going to go ahead and we're going to criticize him. We got to hold him accountable. Hey, on that one play, you took that sack. The man literally tried to duck under somebody's arms and get loose. Come on, bro. You got to let it go. Let it fight another down. So it's going to be some bumps. It's going to be some tough times. You know what I'm saying? In that, but I think that was some positives. And I just like the coaching staff, bro. They always seem like they locked in. You know what I'm saying? It's not we just gonna let shit, drip off to the wayside, and we want to make sure Caleb is healthy. No, Ben Johnson said, fuck that. We not about to leave this field without putting points on the board. And every hooper knows, like my people that hoop, you never leave a gym without hitting a shot. You never leave it. If you got to shoot that bitch 30
leave
times
on a miss is
until
crazy.
you hit the shot.
You leaving on a miss?
Never. So that was a good
crazy.
thing that I looked at. And Ben Johnson, he was like, bro, I'm not leaving like this. I'm not leaving like this. And I think that was a good sign. Now, it's not the end all be all. Let's make that clear. But I think it was a very good sign to say, what we did was unacceptable, but let's try to get something good on tape. And then just to have the intensity still in the team to say, man, fuck that. I understand it's preseason, but I don't give a damn if me and Cdubb going out there and shooting 21 right now. I want to win. I don't care what I got to take, and I'm pretty sure bro want to win. If bro say, let's go and play Connect 4, I want to win. So,
and I'm gonna slap that motherfucker off the goddamn table if I lose.
You feel me? So shout out to Ben Johnson, was like, hey man, this is it's a learning curve for him too, whether it's preseason or not. Those are game reps for him. That's game reps for him too. So I take it like, hey, it was a solid preseason, but we need to see the translation in the regular season, because you got you got to come out the gate swinging, bro.
Nephew, I want to make like a future projection for Ben Johnson and the coaching staff, and especially Ben Johnson and Dennis Allen, because they're the most visible coaches that you see. I want to make sure that they can handle if we go 0-2 or 0-3 for, we go on a losing streak for a significant time. I don't want to see that look. I seen the look from Lukey Dookie, Matt Eberflus, and look? Shane Waldron. Y'all know that look? Like, what in the fuck did I get myself into?
I don't know. Lukey Dookie was in that bitch smiling. We're gonna do this again, Caleb, and we're gonna go out here again.
Somebody get this clown out my chat, please.
Oh, who is that? What is that?
Can somebody get this clown out my chat? I'm not giving him no attention. Bye bye.
Yeah, but
he on this 17 burner. Fuck dude.
But yeah, man. I just don't want to see if shit gets bad this season. I want to know if they can still maintain that leadership role. He can still maintain the team still be on his side. They still play for him.
I think that's fair,
because we've been seeing that, and the looks on these coaches' faces during the game is like, oh, I am done.
Yeah,
they look defeated. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, in the regular season, I think that's fair though, because you can for the first 4 weeks before your bye, you can be like, okay, these games can go either way. But once you get into that stretch where you got to play the Eagles, the Ravens, the Bengals,
you got to be in stride.
Oh, you got to be ready to go.
Yeah,
you got to be ready to go. Because let's say you lose to the Ravens and the Bengals back to back, and you get smoked. How do you face that adversity and continue the season on? Because those games are in November.
And on back to back games.
Yes.
And
say them games again.
You got the Ravens and the Bengals. I think the Eagles is before that.
Somebody, we ain't getting no pressure on the quarterback. Oh hell!
Ready to see
especially against Cincy, because we ain't got no pressure. They get him an ass 40.
Bro, we got to get to the quarterback. That's drastic.
And I think that's good. I think that's good. Barely making it. Losing streak is a part of football. It's about how you handle it.
Exactly
absolutely. It's because
half this team didn't handle it well.
Yes. This team imploded, bro.
Include the coach.
Bro, we left London feeling deep.
And we left that motherfucker deep. We left a lot. That spirit is still there.
What happened? It must have been on the plane. Something happened on the plane. On the way back across the ocean, something happened.
Oh no. So all right. So that little streak after the bye is the Commanders, the Saints, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. Hey, and I'm saying it right now. Don't overlook the Giants pass rush, because them motherfuckers is good.
Bro, we gotta get a pass rush.
They're gonna have a great pass rush. So hey, we was chalking it up as a dub earlier. The Bears got to come out and fight.
Yes, bro. Oh my goodness.
I'm with you though, Rose. Hey, no excuses.
Yeah. The main thing with Caleb is he just need to realize in this offense, somebody always gonna be open. And 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna be that nigga downfield. So he really just need to break this mindset of hero ball, because that's what he's been doing all his life. Yeah. And that's usually the hardest thing to break for a quarterback. But once he realize there's going to be somebody somewhere, I just got to make sure I'm paying attention and looking for it and looking down the field, that's all we need to worry about. But it's all about, but I've always noticed I got to say this. Caleb also need to understand every drive ain't going to go perfect. Because if a drive fuck up, he gets fried to him.
He get mad.
That's when he moves out of the way. That's when he want to create. No,
Next,
that's even more. When you down, it's second and 15. That's even more to look for the check down.
yeah.
So he just need to ingrain that in his training and his mindset.
But Steve, how do he get a balance on that? Because we don't want that hero shit out of Caleb, because that's what Caleb is, right? That's part of
I
who
don't
he
think
is.
I don't think you can train somebody out of that's been doing it as long as he was.
Right, but how
It's
you
not
get
like
that balance? How you get that
how you
balance?
get that balance. The
Yeah.
balance is once you. But my thing is once you learn the importance of just dinking and dumping and protecting the ball, you just gonna automatically know. It's not like it's not really like a 50-50 almost. It's just like when the time is to make a play, I can make that play. It's not like when it's time here, we gonna let Caleb to be creative. No, when shit just happens and he has to react, that's when
That's
Caleb
when
comes
that
out.
happened. Yeah.
You don't have to put him. You don't have to make a formation or make a play to make him magic. He's already magic when he's in distress. He don't need to do that. Just play how you gonna play the right way, and when you break it down, he's gonna be Caleb regardless.
For
I
sure.
just think that's
Hey,
going to
Steve,
be the
turn off your
hardest
camera and
thing
turn it
to.
back on real quick.
I think that's going to be the hardest thing to fix from Caleb Williams is trying to take that superhuman. He a gunslinger. That's what he want to do. He want to
He
push the
ain't a
ball up the.
gunslinger. He's a
I think he a gunslinger.
he's a creator. He wants to create. Is it
I-
different? Gunslinger is like I'm going to throw this bitch no matter what, as hard as I can. He's not that. He's if I gotta make a play out of shit, I'm gonna do it.
I figure a gunslinger is he trying to make the biggest play possible each and every time he draw back to pick a pass. And that's Caleb. He want to make the longest and the most impressive throw each and every
You
time he
want the
drop
wild
back.
plays, and
Yeah,
that ain't gonna
Every
work in the
yeah.
NFL. It's
but
not
that's
gonna
it.
work in the NFL.
Yeah, it's not.
That's what they trying to coach out of him, man. It's just gonna be about putting it all together. And I agree with you 100%, Steve, because you see, like, I think it was one play, and I think it was the second drive. He had DJ out on the right side. DJ was his first read, and he was running a slant, but you
Yep.
had Swift in the flat. DJ wasn't there. He go to the middle. It's not there. Now you know what I'm saying, bro? It's open over there. DeAndre Swift is faster than that linebacker. He could pick up the first.
And he showed he can make people miss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? DJ, no, I don't know if that's how they teach him to read it though. But he, you know what I'm saying?
It is because we seen it in Bills when he them first couple plays, 1-2 wasn't there, dump it down. He was doing that. It's just
He was
like I
getting to his
said.
third.
What happened was Costa loves him fucked up and got a flag. Now we second and 15. Now his brain is frazzled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to calm down and just realize this offense gonna work.
It's
Trust
gonna
the
work.
offense. Somebody gonna be open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, hey, at one point, Steve-O, you already know, offensive coaches, once they start not trusting their quarterback, oh, we going to run this route.
And we gonna see it. And we gonna see it. It's
we going to
evident.
see Ben Johnson. Hey, prime example was the preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
We started
Oh
the
yeah.
game off.
The
with,
net.
That
you know what I'm
second
saying?
drive.
Yeah.
He got
He's
like 8
he's
straight runs.
Swift, come on. We need you, Swift. Come on.
I like
Tell
Swift.
him.
Hey, shout out to Swift too. I liked what he did in that last game too.
Yeah, you could tell he been coached hard.
Yes,
Mhm.
simply because he taking the 4 or 5 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to bounce it out too much. Take the
Mhm.
4 or 5 yards that help. But also,
between the
hey,
tackle.
some of them lanes, I'm like, hey, well, I ain't see this type of lane last year. Shit.
Nah, for real.
No.
I can't even be mad. I'm like, damn, I ain't seen an alley like this since I was in Chicago.
Oh, but the offensive line could at least run block last year. That's what we was hearing.
Not like these fellas.
Now these guys.
Big shout
right
out
here.
to Luke Newman. That's a guy that Ryan Post drafted in this year's draft. He been
Mhm.
playing left guard in place of Joe
And he
Thune.
been hitting shit too.
Hitting.
Hey,
He
Joe,
be-
I thought
Did he be
Theo,
left tackle? Shit.
because I thought Theo was but Theo had a bad day. He had a bad day in Kansas City.
I ain't gonna lie, all the Theo and all the tackles pretty much didn't have a good day.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Theo.
Kalafkis was out there working.
Clavel was working, goddamn. I ain't even see the put Kurt career out. I got Jay and that bit after the Bills game. They said, nigga, you're just a bird. We know you gonna be 3. We ain't even got. We trying to see what these young niggas are.
Who y'all think gonna start the season at left tackle? Let's do that.
Braxton.
I think they
Braxton.
giving it to Braxton. I'm not
Don't
even
be
gonna lie
Braxton.
to you. I think they giving it to him. I think they gonna give it to him.
You could.
That's
Are
what
you
I was
guys
gonna go.
fine with that? Are you good with that?
I
Are
mean,
you
I've been
good
seeing
with an occasional false start, an
the
occasional
crazy
hold from
thing is that
Braxton Jones
I
on
mean,
3rd and
y'all
5?
correct me if I'm wrong. Has he had a false
It
start this
wasn't. It
preseason?
hasn't been Braxton. It's been.
I got
It's been one of the young tackles. I think.
Through his career, we can count
yeah
on Braxton
through his
Jones
career, but not so
the
far.
3rd and 5 to do it like a false start or something, to do something boneheaded, holding or something, bro. That's what
Yeah,
Braxton Jones been.
I
Maybe he's a
still think
different
he's
guy.
starting, bro. I
Let's
think he's
see.
starting. I think he gonna
I
start the
think the
season.
first
But remember, they left it on the table to say we can replace him, and we will if we
good,
need to.
good.
And I
I
think that's the type of mentality you got to have on your left tackle because you got to
absolutely.
be better, bro. I'm seeing him getting whooped. He before his hands touch the damn defender, the defender punching and pushing him back.
This is Braxton. He hate to see this coming. If he see this hand, he ain't going nowhere. The play over.
Bro.
And that's the thing. If anybody get their hands on Braxton first, it's over. He cannot
Crazy.
hand fight. He cannot hand fight. If somebody do a rip through, he can't fight off it. If they swim and smack his, he can't fight off it. He tried to beat everybody with speed. Like motherfuckers, no. These motherfuckers fast and physical too.
Facts.
You gotta
That-
meet and that's the main problem with Brax. He don't match the physicality you gotta
I
do to
agree.
play. You gotta like these motherfucking edges is nasty.
Yeah. And Ozzy, like we seen him at left tackle. It was all right. But they've been working him at right tackle. So they might not see it. I don't know.
I mean, he's a right tackle. That's what he played majority of his life and
Right.
majority of his time at Boston College. So, but he, like you said, he's been practicing.
Capable. So
Yeah, he's capable, so he could be a swing, but I think he a right tackle.
And then Karan.
This is
I got
not
no
good
argument.
news to be hearing, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Your blind side. That's what y'all saying.
Got to get it right.
Like I said, y'all want Costin Loveland and shit. So go ahead, y'all got y'all what y'all wanted though.
Oh, I said, my man Josh Simmons and who else said?
I mean, we know. I mean, like I said, we could go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
but you know,
boy. But I like Costa though. Shout out Costa. He made a ball.
I like Coach.
Yeah,
I like Coach.
ball
And
head play.
bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching some tape, bro. He went up against a real lineman.
A real lineman and held his own.
Fuck the hell. He threw that nigga over another lineman. I said, damn. I said, Cole would never.
He getting
He
better.
said Cole would never.
Bro, I was impressed. I said, okay, motherfucker.
So that means Karan probably getting cut then, huh? I'm just
We'll
talking
see.
shit. I'm just talking shit.
We'll
I
see.
ain't see a lot of from Karan, bro. He ain't
We'll
busting
see.
off the screen, man.
We gonna see. Yeah, we haven't seen him pop up on that. But fellas, we had 6 players get cut already. One of them, only the wide receiver is Tamori Toure, former Green Bay Packer. And
Should have been on the team anyway.
Mhm.
quick, just y'all gotta go too low. Can you make it quick? Y'all think Jade Walker, the wide receiver who was big in that comeback victory the last game, y'all think he made the team?
Nope. It was against probably players that don't make the Kansas City Chiefs team, and it against players that probably don't make the Bears team. We already swapped that wide receiver, and he wear the number 20. He ain't making it.
I don't know, because they weird. They weird. The way they play people, they play motherfuckers so weird. Like they play, it's like you go play his ass the most on the last game. You know what that's telling to everybody.
Right.
Like we
Right.
didn't see the goddamn fucking HBO series. We know how you treat this.
Yep.
So like, it was like they should keep Walker, but I don't know if they will.
Understood.
Nah.
Because my thing is, he showed determination. He showed hella catchability.
Bro.
He showed to be clutch. And not only that, if I'm not mistaken, he might have did a decent return that day. If I'm not mistaken. And then the motherfucker, after he got the game sealing touchdown, went out there kickoff and got the game sealing tackle. You need niggas like that on your team, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. You can do a special
What up?
teams. I got
What
a good
about the difficulty of opponent, Steve? What about the difficulty of?
But if you do it,
we can say the same shit against Devin Duvernay,
against
Alexander, and all of them.
His name popped more than Devin Duvernay.
Yeah, it did.
His name popped more than J.P. Richardson, who we heard was a
and J.P. got hurt.
Okay.
So y'all want to sign him for 2 snaps a game?
No, I ain't want to sign motherfuckers that like football. I like that. That motherfucker won. He acted like he won a game in the real season.
How many snaps per game, Steve?
I don't care, bro. He could be on special team. That's a gunner in my opinion.
Yeah. Wait a minute, but y'all impressed of him catching passes and catching touchdowns?
I'm impressed.
Y'all want to put him on special teams,
bro? No, first of all,
comes up, you can utilize him.
First of all, it's not just that. If you go back and watch that drive, he threw it to him. He got that great catch that they watched again.
Yep.
Got his toe tap. Went to him again. Dropped the ball on me. I knew I should have called it. Went to the tight end again. Went back to him twice for the touchdown. Yeah. That's showing mental toughness. That's showing you not. And then
people on this team.
And then to go seal the game and be a gunner after you just ran down the field for 5 minutes and give the game sealing tackle.
You need a team.
Yeah,
we got motherfuckers like Power Echo getting trucked twice a game.
So congratulations, you look like a great receiver. Be on the special teams. That's what y'all saying, bro.
You need 53. It doesn't matter. You need 53.
You reward him
53
for his work. Okay. You reward him for his effort. Everybody didn't give the same effort he gave.
That's true. That's a fact. I would not debate. That's true. He balled out, but I'm gonna just say no. Though.
I'm pretty sure most of Bears fandom would take him over Tyler Scott.
Tyler Scott played bad. Did he play bad?
He didn't. But we know Tyler ain't gonna fucking play. And then we know damn sure he ain't returning shit. And he definitely his little ass ain't no gunner.
No, he ain't no gunner.
So what's the fuck saying, using
okay, I see where you going then, Steve. Are you saying Walker over Tyler? Is that what you saying?
Yes.
What are we using him for? You can't catch. You can't run routes. If somebody press your ass, you go backwards. Like, what are we using you for?
He 4th wide receiver in those 4 or 5 wide receiver stats. He the 4th wide receiver in the 4 or 5 with Tyler Scott. Ain't he getting in 4 or 5 receiver sets?
No, he
Tyler
not
getting in.
Count him, and I'm about to show you that you tweaking.
Tyler getting in, bro.
He not in. Name the 4.
Okay, DJ Moore, Rome, Luther Burton. Ain't
no damn.
And then here come Tyler Scott. He getting there 4 wide receivers. And you know Ben Johnson, he used different. I'm serious. He used difference, bro. I know I know y'all think about Colston Loveland and Cole Komet, but he liked to use wide receivers as well. What other wide receiver we got out there?
He used wide receivers that know how to catch the damn ball. See, Cdubb?
Come on,
bro. I'm taking Tyler over Walker, bro. I'm taking Tyler over Walker.
What has Tyler done? What has Tyler done?
He didn't have a good game, bro. He just
what game did what? He caught an out route.
He caught a couple passes. He caught like 3-4 passes. What are you talking about? He 8-2 in that draft. That game winning draft.
All right,
see.
Man. But my people had a question. They wanted to know who has all been cut before we go. Linebackers Swayze, Roseman, offensive lineman Chris Glazer, tight end Thomas Gordon, defensive back Mark Perry, wide receiver former Green Bay Packer Samori Toure, and defensive back Jeremiah Walker as of right now, with more on the way. So,
like Martin Lawrence used to say, get the stepping. I'm just playing. They ain't have a chance anyway. They ain't have a chance.
Yeah, everybody on there didn't do
anything.
I don't remember a play either of them did.
None. So peace out.
Thanks for your service. Thanks for sacrificing your body. Hopefully you find somebody watch your tape and you find a job somewhere. God bless.
Cdubb, you forgot Tyler Scott fumbled on the kickoff.
The
same thing we scolded Vegas Jones for.
You talking about that first preseason game?
The Bills game.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, but that ain't him. He a wide receiver, bro.
That's
Man,
my
I
I
got
don't
you,
know,
Brandon
bro.
L. J.
receiver. Can't
I ain't
catch
gonna
that
lie
wide
to you.
receiver. Can't catch at a goddamn punt return. You what the fuck we using you for?
I think he played not as good as Walker, but he played great complimentary
Bro,
football with
we this
Walker.
ain't this motherfucker been on this team 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Like 3.
Why is the majority
He
of
was
his
Darnell
minutes
Mooney replacement, remember?
exact? Why is the majority of his snaps preseason if he's so good?
We got
We ain't gotta
great
continue
talent.
this. Let's
I'm
wrap
trying to
this
find
shit.
excuses for him.
Stop.
This
We got
motherfucker
great
Jay
talent.
Stop.
that came out.
You got this
Came off
man
the
sounding
street.
like a politician. He about to be on Fox News after this. Come
Okay,
on
you
now.
gonna start him over Zacchaeus, DJ Moore, Roma Duze,
He's
or
after
you
the
can't,
Zacchaeus.
huh?
He's after Zacchaeus.
All right, that's fifth. He could get in the game for 2 snaps, bro. Get the fifth wide receiver.
I'm not putting Tyler in the game.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Come on, man. Hey, we about to wrap this thing up, bro.
Hell, we had
You know-
Alexander who 5'7" play better than fucking Tyler Scott.
That's not true. Not last
Bro,
game.
look at the stats. Look at the
That's
stats.
not true. I got
Look
him
at
right
the
here in
stats.
front of me.
Hey,
Tell me.
y'all make sure y'all stay in tune. My man's Drip gonna be with the Daily tomorrow. And then also cannot forget about my man's Terrell Smith, who is going to IR. So the Chicago Bears, they got a lot of moves and a lot of decisions to make. I think the deadline is Tuesday. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. We'll see.
Just
We'll
Tyler
see.
Scott had a better day. He had a better average per catch. That's all I gotta say.
We'll revisit this in due time. Fellas, y'all got anything left before we roll out?
Hey, thank everybody for showing so much support to CBC. Make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way out. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. Follow us on Twitter too, or X if they calling it. And we gonna see y'all in the next one, y'all.
Steve-O, you got anything left, bro?
Nah, like, comment, subscribe.
Hey, Keith, you worried about another man's sexuality? Check yourself out first, brother. But that's it for us, y'all. We
Real.
appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. For anybody that cares about what another man does with him and his sexuality, check yourself.
I don't give a damn if
Business ain't got shit to do with me. But that's it for our episode. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel before y'all get up out of here. If you want to call in and leave your voicemail, the number to do so is 773-242-9336. We appreciate y'all. Y'all already know, man. Shot town up and bet down. We up out of here. Peace.